Okay, there we go.
Hey James.
Yes.
In an acrobatics check, who do you think got their chest and hips stuck?
I want to believe it's Alexandra, but deep down in my soul, I know it's not.
They're two different people, mind
Then
you.
there's only. It wasn't Navi, and that leaves. I want to believe it's Finn, with all of my heart and soul.
For which one?
Finn. Finn got
Like
his.
the
Finn got
the
his.
people that got their
Yeah, a Finn.
one person got their chest
Finn.
stuck, and the other got their hips.
Finn and then Alexandra. Because I heard the word
Okay.
Warhammer.
Uh, it was Samuel and Alexandra.
Samuel? Did Samuel get his childbearing hips stuck? Also, why does my.
Absolutely.
Also, I don't know who put my fucking token down, but it was wrong.
And then I smashed the coral for getting me stuck.
Jesus, okay. Everything I know is wrong. What the hell is going on here?
I don't know, but have you been given a recap and have we started recording?
No, we haven't gotten the recap, but I have started recording and people have already ruined it. My character is currently, one, not in the turn order because I'm an idiot, and two, says I have 12 HP even though I've got 30.
Okay, that's an easy fix. Fix it.
It's not an easy fix because it's tied to the character sheet. It says I have 12 out of 12 hit points.
Well, I don't know why it's happening, but I'll add you back into the turn order.
Okay. It was a 20?
Yes, it was a 20.
I told everybody, get the fuck up, it's go time, and then I am.
But before that, we need to know what happened last session for the recording for people that watch this, mainly ourselves.
Yeah, I forgot already.
Who knows what could have happened between now and then?
I don't even remember the past 5 seconds.
What are we even doing? Where are we? What is happening? What is?
Who are you? Why am I playing this game?
Who
I
am
could get
I?
off.
Why am I here?
Just to suffer?
Well, I'll do a very brief one for what happened last session because we've been playing for a little bit. So, last session, there was some brief stuff that happened within Alexandra's home where people just talked, mellowed out, had a chill time. Impale was set outside of the bedroom against the wall while she was sleeping. A letter was sent off to the royal family to get an item. And the group decided that you're going to go back to the depths. Picked up some scuba gear from your good old golden friend. Then dove down into the waters in their underground lair. Going down to the waters for a bit, you spotted a Kuatoa that was trying to be unnoticed and get away from the group. Getting curious, you followed along as the walls became a mismatch of buildings that seemed to have melded into the stone structure, which was very unnatural and strange, but it seemed to be how this place existed. Eventually coming to an opening, Impale moved onto the rooftops to be undetected and scout out the area, and then Samuel came up with the idea to try and negotiate, which surprisingly went well, as they agreed to be a guide for the group for what they desired if they helped them take out some Tawagan and lower their numbers. Agreement met, jumped into a well and followed them down a tight narrow path with Impale sneaking from behind to make sure there wasn't any betrayal that happened. Eventually leading to you going down a waterfall with some dangerous moments where you almost just fell straight down the path. before being pulled in by tentacles from Miss Octopus, who has a New York accent I would like to remind people. The battle was tense, but eventually you managed to take out the Sawagan from below and strike a agreement and friendship with the Kuatoa, with Samuel being given a token that proves their friendship with this particular family of Kuatoa. And then Akok was given to the group as a guide to guide the way. From that point on this current session, there was a brief moment where Navi noticed some strange etchings in the ruin as they were leaving, taking note of them before carrying on. You had a moment where two members of the party got stuck with their butts and their chest locked in corals before smiting them with prejudice. Warned to not wake the Pale One as you dove into darkness. And after noticing it, the group was very quiet and able to not draw attention from the unknown entity in the depths that you could barely see. Eventually reached a point where you could no longer speak to the Kuatoa that tried to give the group a message. With some crafty thinking from one member of the party, Navi, into speaking to him in Broken Clam and translating that there's potential danger ahead. And there's a chance to negotiate for the item the group is wanting, or to just simply take it. Then the group decided to rest, leading to a night watch of Tavian and Navi, and an ambush while they were resting from one strange creature. Which leads us to where we are this exact moment. Did I miss anything?
No, I think that's pretty spot on.
Nah, fam, you gotcha.
Yeah, let's give yourself inspiration there, DM.
Please don't.
Okay,
Dude,
I'll
don't give the DM. No.
Do not give the DM inspiration.
It's been given, there's no takebacks.
Well, what have you done?
I still have mine from my campaign.
Why
That's
do you
true,
have it in your campaign? You know what? No, it's fine. Alright.
It's all bloody Kalen, he keeps giving you inspiration. But yes, the creature still has its hand on its back, it's going to try and reach out with the other to grab you, Navi.
I do believe it's
Stop
my
that.
turn, technically.
No,
Yeah.
initiative, you had a 20,
Mm,
which you...
They
Oh wait,
didn't-
yes.
They didn't
you
get to
He,
do anything.
he didn't actually do
No.
the steps.
No.
That's true, that's true. So you called to try and wake everyone up. I'll have to have a check for that to see if people do wake up if you calling.
Mm.
And they'll get to act next round if that's the case. So for the rest of the group that are currently sleeping, can I have a con save?
And con save each. Guess I'm just gonna go ahead and call it.
I've got Constitution.
That was an accent. Yeah, you got Constitution. Good lord, you got Constitution.
Yeah, I do there, buddy. Yoo-hoo!
Man, you know, when I jokingly said Samuel was working on a Ford commercial, I didn't need to hear the accent that would go along with it.
You ever heard the Ford Taurus?
Oh god.
So Lynn and Swimmer are both still asleep, but the fish wakes up with a startled movement.
Mhm.
So next round, you guys can join in.
Alright.
Now, could you make that?
Bonus
Should
action
we
to
hear?
Hunter's Mark.
Let me just see if you can make this. So 5,
Yeehaw, brother.
10,
Yeah.
D. That was that.
Hmm.
Like, how did you get that? Did you just like double move?
No.
Because you were here.
I was there? I thought I was.
That
Okay,
was-
hold on.
That was where you put him down, not where he would have
Hey,
wanted to
GM.
be, but still.
He's walking over them, okay.
Yeah, I don't care. I moved through an ally space. I don't give a shit.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, just hunters mark this man. And
Okay,
then,
so a saving throw for that?
no, it just happens.
It's
Okay.
not a damage, it's when he hits the damage is applied.
So
It's not instant.
this should be at advantage, but I fucked that up. So let's roll it twice. 23 to hit
That'll be a hit.
for a total of 10 damage. And then
Okey-dokey.
oh, that's the harpoon. I was supposed to be using the spear. That's fine. Crossguard spear. And 25 to hit.
That hit.
And a total of 8 damage.
Okie dokie. Now it's its turn. You have harmed it. Oh, it's likely going to turn on Tavian.
Please do.
Turn him on.
Look over here, big, pale, and fugly.
Hey there, big boy.
Yes, please look away from the bear that's about to pop up behind you.
Yep, so it turns on you. Thrusting out with a weapon in its hand that seems to be made out of coral.
Alright, let me
That would be...
Oh, someone said it.
Should be
Sorry.
doing this, it should be doing these in open. So let's do...
Miss. That just barely hits.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna let it hit.
That- That would do... Let me double check its damage for this. Okay. That'll be 9 points of damage. Then it reaches out with its hand towards you.
Yeah. Miss.
Okay, now all my luck is gone. Now it's Navi.
Yeah, I would like to state that Navi sees this dagger hit Tavian, and Tavian starts to bleed profusely. I am bloodied. I have been hiding how hurt I am.
Well, it's a good thing that there's no longer a Navi, there's only Bear. Please make Bear big. Thank you.
Just move Navi off to the side of it. There you go.
And, Bear do bear things. And by bear things, I mean multi-tack at advantage.
That's why I moved here.
So multi-attack is 1 bite, 1 claw. So we
Quick games.
advantage. Brap.
Oh wait.
Oh.
I'm waiting.
Oh shit. I lose Hunter's Mark.
Huh. Yikes. Sorry, buddy.
Yep, it is what it is.
A 13, check. That's it.
That hits?
Checking to see if it does.
Okay.
Oh,
I was
no,
about
it
to say, I'm
doesn't,
very
unfortunately.
confused.
It unfortunately doesn't hit.
Bro.
And neither does that, damn.
Bruh. Okay.
Anything else for your turn?
That's the turn.
Tavian.
Yep, just
Oh, yep, and anyone else that's woken up and like to take part, please roll initiative. It's that round.
Big Bear go burr.
please roar.
Is Pale and Alexandria joining in?
I did roll.
Oh, I did not see it.
It might have not counted it. Let me try again.
Oh, it's in there. It's in there. You're good.
Oh, well, let me fix that then.
Yep. Do so, and then I'll put you in order. Then sending. So, Tavian.
Yeah. Just grasping at the stab wound. Just look up. And bonus action stance. And just go, you fucked up. And then add advantage, spear.
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong. Yeah. 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. I'm gonna roll the other one, too. And 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
On the first one, it's my last spell slot. Like, I am spent to shit. Mythic Spell Strike. It needs to make a, I think it's a con save.
I was Mythic Spell Strike too.
Well, one, it does a fuckload of damage, so this does 21 damage total, 13 of which ice.
Okay.
And I need it to make a con save against my spell DC, or its speed is reduced to 0.
Hey,
Okay,
wait.
con save.
Con save.
I just have a question.
Mhm.
Why didn't Samuel make a bubble?
Yeah. Well, that'll be retro fixed after this one.
I'm sure it will be.
It's,
I mean, I do that whenever I rest.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just the GM didn't count for that, and we got into the combat before that was brought up.
Yeah, I did. Apologies.
Fine.
Okay, a con. I'm gonna make this a hidden check.
Hidden. Squid.
Does an 18
Yeah, it
work?
passes. Yeah, no. Dude, my spell save is 13.
Okie dokie.
It just, otherwise it just takes the full 21 damage. And, then I poke it again. For a total of 10 damage, so a total of 31. Including both
Okey-dokey.
hits.
Does he still get all the damage if he saves, or is that
Yes,
just for the extra
He
effect?
gets all of it, doesn't matter, that's just the extra effect.
Okie dokie. Anything else for your turn?
Fucking... I get ready, because I'm probably going down. Hold up my shield.
Okay, in Pale, you wake up to the combined shout of Tavian and Abort, Bear's roar, and then glance over to see this strange pale entity sandwiched between the two of them.
Alright, immediately. Wow, my throat died there. Jump up onto my feet. I only have half movement since I was prone. But I'm gonna make it count. So that means I gotta go right here. So that's all my 15 feet of movement. Trying to think. We didn't finish a long rest, did we?
Nope.
No, you did not.
That's okay, because that means I can do... Yeah, bonus action. Ember Magic. That means I could start just having the mask start flooding out the smoke out. Roll a d8. That's 3. I already used Action Surge. Don't need to use Second Wind. Technically, we didn't finish a short or long rest, so I can't say I have Action Surge back. So, we're gonna do 2 dagger throws and a bonus action dagger throw, so 3 attacks.
Go for it.
Alright, first things first. 22.
A hit.
7. Let's see, I'm
Okay.
gonna do 24,
Is that hit?
9 damage, and one more.
That's another hit. Damn.
10 damage. And then with my embers, since we need to make sure it spreads out the damage, I will use the 3 embers to push me basically 3 squares forward. Boom, boom, boom. Right to here. Basically with a fury, I'm like charging into combat. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay, okay. In that case, Samuel,
I see this thing.
you do see this thing.
There's not anything else sneaking up on us, is there?
Have a perception check.
If this is in lieu of my action, I probably won't do that.
I'll say for just for this, if you do it at disadvantage, I'll say you can do it as you can do it as a bonus action.
Sure. It's a 19.
Okay, you would see about 120 feet away. There seems to be more of these entities, but they are not moving close. They seem to be observing.
120 feet, you say?
Correct.
Hmm. Oh joy, it's a range of 120 feet. I'm just gonna yell out, got more! And then... How many?
You can see. Let me double check. Pull out my. You see 4 more of these.
A quick glance at this one. It's been hit.
It has.
How hurt does it look?
It's looking bloody.
Cool, I'm gonna send a guiding bolt on one of the onlookers. I don't care which one.
Okay, roll the hit.
That's an 11. It's probably not gonna hit.
Unfortunately, not.
And yeah, then I'll get to my feet and grab my shield.
Okie
And,
dokie.
that's probably it. Which direction are they?
They are in this direction.
Okay. So I'm gonna head over here.
I'm picturing this as a cavern. I'm just using this map as a placeholder, but
Gotcha. And that's it.
okay. Moving on to this enter. It has daggers in its back. It's got wounds on its chest, but it doesn't even seem to respond to the pain and just moves to strike at towards Tavian once more. A thrust,
Misses.
another thrust.
Oh, that hits. That hits bad.
That would be 6 points of damage. Then one more attempt to grab you.
That misses.
And that would be its turn. Unfortunately, you have good AC.
Yep. Unfortunately, my ass. Oh boy. Yeah, no, I'll just sit there and I'm bleeding profusely. This is not great.
Miss Alexandria.
Alexandra. is not really known for their ranged capabilities. And as such,
Return of Rock.
is not going to do that. And just move there. And, let's just put this fucker out of their misery. That should have been an advantage. Do we do flanking?
The question is, how did you get there if you were on your back? Half movement.
Half movement.
Well, never mind. Then I guess Return of Rock. Return to Sunder. Yeah.
Strength? I'm confused. Strength save?
Uh,
You're always proficient.
strength check, but also it exactly the same.
Yeah.
No change.
D4.
Both plus
Okay.
4.
So what you doing? I'm confused.
I am throwing a rock.
Oh, okay.
If I
So
really wanted to, I could throw Tavian's boot.
I'll say that's a hit.
Throw
Okay.
Tavian's what?
Boot.
Could also just throw
How much
your fucking
damage?
throwing axes.
I'd say it's a D3 plus strength for just grabbing a random bit of stone that's nearby
Okay.
and hurling it.
A D3?
A small object.
That dice doesn't exist. Yeah, you got it.
Fear me and my 6 damage rock. Can kill a man with that rock.
You could. And you can kill men with rocks. And that's anything else for your turn?
I don't have multi-strike yet, I don't think.
Okay.
No, I do!
Oh, never mind then.
I throw a second rock and or actually pull out my hand axe and throw it. Just
Rock or handbags, either one.
hand
Go for it.
axe. That's the reason why I have
That
it.
is a crit.
Hey.
Roll that damage.
If only you could smite on a
After-
thrown weapon.
After the rock, just realizing, oh wait, I have this.
Tavian made these for me. I should probably fucking use them. Yeet.
Huh.
Yeah, that
Ooh.
just sinks into what you think is the skull of this with a wet squelch and lodges itself in there. But it's still somehow alive.
Tavian, the axe works a lot better than a rock.
Yeah, no shit.
Navi?
Yeah, we're gonna try the whole bear thing again. See how
bear-
this goes.
We'll bear with you.
Bear with me real quick.
I hate this.
That would be a hit.
Oh shit. Great.
Oh, and we are aware of these other ones, so I might as well put them aside.
Bear with me real quick. Bear with me real quick. Holy fuck. That is, out of the two, that is the one I want to crit on.
Okay, there you go, roll that damage. And how do you do it? How do you finish this one?
Bisect this thing with claws.
You bite down and it get a solid grip and then sink your claws in, splitting it in twine. As strangely humanoid, or I would say human entrails, land in the ground after it's split in twine as it goes limp.
Bear things.
Tavian.
Just point a spear out at the ones that are 120 feet away and just go, fuck off the rest of you, because I literally can't do anything else. Basically just yelling out a very feeble intimidation attempt. Because I am hurt. I guess you want me to roll intimidation?
You can if you want to.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm gonna fucking try. Well, shit. That's a 5. Also,
Okay,
it
okay.
wasn't meant to be done at advantage. That's a natural 1-5. I'm gonna fucking fault it knee.
I don't think you can even see them, so you're pointing to the darkness, screaming to try and be intimidating. You don't know the result.
Yeah, and then I just fucking kind of semi-wobble and hit a knee on the ground real quick before picking myself back up. That's my turn.
Okay, impale.
Wait, I can see them because I got a fucking dark vision, right? Or does that wear off?
That
That
wore off.
what?
That
Okay.
wore
like-
off.
Then
Yep.
yeah, I can't see shit.
So
just-
this thing is taking a beating. How's it looking?
he's dead.
You're dead.
This one got cut in twine and entrails pulled out of it.
Bear Cooper.
And then the rest are just staring at us.
For the moment.
Though people can't see. That's what I'm
That's what
understanding.
I'm saying. Well, if it's how many feet of distance do they have?
They're 120 feet away. They're just there on the map for the
Oh,
moment.
okay. Then I wouldn't be able to see them. Probably. Yeah, I think I would go right by Tavian. Let's see, do I have anything that could help? Sadly, I don't. So, basically, I will hold my action to take a blow for Tavian if something comes out for him. So I'll be the one that's in between of his hits, if that makes sense.
It does.
That's the end of my turn.
Okie dokie, and then we move on to the next Samuel.
I will cast Healing Word at 2nd level on Tavian,
Okie dokie.
so he can stop being a little bitch.
That's not gonna stop me. I'm very low on HP.
Listen, take the healing.
Yeah.
8. And then I'm going to expend a spell slot, 1st level, to use Eyes of Night to give everybody who needs it dark vision.
Yay!
Now you can see it.
Oh, God, they're
Just
ugly.
these
And,
motherfuckers off in the distance, like, nobody can see us. Suddenly, the entire party turns with fucking glare in their eyes.
Hey, I already
Yep.
threw a bolt at him.
Yeah, they already been attacked.
And that's it.
Okie dokie. Then it moves on to them. Now that you can all see them, they seem to observe the group for a moment before they start to slip into the darkness of the tunnel. Moving away. Does the group choose to pursue?
Fuck that. Hell no.
Fuck that.
They're
Oh.
leaving us
Definitely
alone,
not.
we'll leave them alone.
Yeah, just.
In that case.
So, Bubble,
Yeah,
That's
please.
yeah. Stay in it this time.
The fuck you mean stay in it?
Doing patrols and shit. He starts ritual casting.
Impale hand to hand to him, being like, "Let me help you up, good friend, good sir, wounded Tavian."
I roll it inside.
just kiss already.
I'm gonna roll it inside.
I mean, it's gonna be hard to insight a mask.
Yep. Body language, motherfucker. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably gonna go very poorly. I got a 0 to insight. Yeet. Holy shit.
Could always roll your
So-
deception, Moomy.
I mean, it's like I said, it's hard to get a face. However, I will say from patterns you might have noticed, Tavian. in most of the time of combat, whenever everybody's been around, Impale never checks on people. They always assume, oh, you're standing up. You're fine. In your case, it's one of those moments where it's like, wait a minute, they're actually checking up on me. That's different.
Navi, as she walks by, just kind of bear hip checks Impale into Tavian.
While he was getting mid picked up, or do you mean like...
Like, once he's on his feet.
Yeah. Navi,
Just
now's,
oops.
Navi, now's not the time.
And then goes over and lays down with everybody.
Yeah.
Man, your chest is rather big. Anyway, might as well help you rest about, my good fellow.
I'm just gonna go lay down. I'm just gonna lay down.
Sounds
If
like a
you leave-
plan.
If you leave the bubble, you're not getting back in.
For the love of fuck, Samuel, just keep everybody in the damn bubble.
That's on you if you leave.
Fucking anybody gets up and try to
Oh,
leave.
hell.
If anybody tries to get up to leave the damn bubble, I will tie you up personally.
If you have the
I-
strength to do so, my I've been stabbed apart friend.
Didn't realize you were into roleplay.
I will kick you out of the bubble.
I respect it.
I'm sorry, did fucking Alexander just say I respect
If
you?
my fucking rest gets interrupted again, I swear.
Well,
But yes.
Don't swear. There might be children listening.
if there are children down here, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
swimmer's right over there.
Just grabbed Alexander. in
There's
the
just a
bubble.
moment of confusion from someone like, "You're dating me. That says more about you than it does about me."
Oh!
I
Yeah,
retract
Pardon,
my
dear.
statement.
Slow clap from Tavian as he gets into the fucking. You know what? Fuck this. I'm actually sleeping. Fuck all y'all. Somebody else can stay up and nearly fucking die. And then he proceeds to not do that because he cares too much.
So you're not actually going to sleep.
No, fuck that. We're in a very bad spot, and Tavian's will die before somebody else goes down. It is in his flaw.
But do now. Now, is there a watch order? And is Alexandria actually going to go into the bubble?
She is.
I know it's not showing that on the fucking map, but just assume everybody's in the bubble.
Okay. Everyone gets
Yeah.
into the bubble, lays down after they're suddenly being woken up. Does anyone investigate the body that you've left squelched onto the side?
Leave that for
I will
another
get
day.
my I will grab my axe though.
Can I have a quick medicine check as you pull it from what is the squishy fish-like texture, or slimy texture of its skull?
That one.
You don't pay enough attention to notice anything. You just put your foot down, pull your axe, and move on.
Taking that long rest ain't nothing that's going to be able to actually get us, but Tavian's going to stay up nonetheless.
Everyone lays down to rest once more. As you do, Samuel. You find yourself drifting in a familiar space.
Now
Slowly
is not the
swaying.
time.
It's not fully there, like you're half there, half in your comfortable resting period, as the pooling waters just flicker with brief hints of inches, brief bits of insight. You see a large open maw connected to a massive creature drifting in the water. See other entities that look like the one you've just seen shifting around it. You see a tree with a glint of pale light shimmering near the roots of it. And then everything just fades into a peaceful, quiet night once more.
Interesting. Okay.
The night passes and there's no more interruptions. The fish confused about everything, but the Koatoa just, after a moment of quiet anxiety and rocking back and forth, eventually will collapse into a sleep with the rest of the group. With that, you'll wake up everyone fine and dandy the next day. Wounds still itching, but are no longer bleeding out to patch them up.
I'll hit that
And
wrong.
no longer exhausted after several battles.
Just- Yeah. Guess I'll wake everybody up. I think the bubble's gonna go down soon. Time to get up, guys. Ah,
Bubble goes down when
Yeah.
I want it to go down.
doesn't it have a Dury? Oh, right, you can just keep recasting it. Ah, cleric magic, good old rituals. Wish I had rituals. Only thing I get is pain. Right.
I mean,
Don't you start rubbing
What
me
a-
in, Paladin.
what do you mean? I don't. You could. What I was going to say is that you could have Samuel or one of the high priests teach you about whatever Samuel
No.
believes in, and or Bahamut.
No, this takes years upon years of dedication and work. You don't just get into it.
Laughs and takes one level in cleric next time just to fuck with you. No, yeah, no, just
Laughs and the divine soul sorcerer Summer's looking smug.
yeah. Yeah, no, Samuel's right. You have to respect the actual work and dedication. I don't have the time.
Oh,
to
I
put
mean,
into
I
it.
do, and that's just a matter of perspective, really.
Mm. My god might be dead, but that doesn't mean I don't still respect his teachings. I just worry.
I know. And your worry is justified. This is dangerous.
Yeah.
But remember what Samuel said. His advice. Alexandra actually knows that in character and shit.
Yeah, just nods. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
what I told the fishman.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, Navi, you gonna translate It's Time to Go again?
No, we could do this, yes.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna take a look at the body.
No, we would urge caution.
Of course. GM, I am going to inspect the body.
Okay. in that case, how do you inspect? Do you just look over it? Do you actually look into the interior?
I'm literally doing just investigating the entirety of it. I'm not a
Okay.
medicine man.
Then roll investigation and medicine for me.
Roll investigation first. Now medicine's gonna suck, but 14, not bad.
Okay, is anyone else going to be looking over the body before we go forward?
I can't help. So I'm just basically getting myself prepared.
Okay, in that case, Tavian, you get on your knees and start investigating this strange body. Its flesh has a slimy texture that's starting to dry and get cracky with it being left out here while you rested.
Mhm.
Been split in half and the innards have started to spill out as you look over them. It's as you do, there's a realization that dawns on you. Its entrails they don't just look human, they are human. You look inside its chest cavity, glance inside, it has lungs, it has a heart, it has a rib cage, all that match that of a human. Even looking through the split open cranium that is much too soft, squishy. The bone is not doing anything to protect it, but you see a human brain resting within the cranium of this entity. Whatever this is, it seems to be human inside.
Can I roll an Arcana? Because this is sounding a lot like a aboleth to me.
What do you say you wanted to roll?
Arcana.
Yeah, you can roll an Arcana if you'd like.
20.
This is a Skoom. It
A
is an
goon?
Skoom. S-K-U-M.
Yep.
A aberration, the result of a aboleth meddling after tainting a creature. They will eventually end up becoming a Skoom bound to the aboleth. Its minion, following its will.
Just kind of. I'm gonna close its eyes if they're still open, if possible.
There's not really anything there to close, unfortunately.
That's fine. I'm gonna pick up its coral dagger.
You pick up its weapon. It's a bit sticky, but otherwise it's functional. Working as a normal weapon of its type would.
Gotcha. Alright. So, anybody got an idea on what these things are, or do you want me to tell you?
Not a clue.
Gotcha. These used to be people. Human specifically. Or at least humanoid. This was probably a human... insert gender here. And then an aboleth meddled with their physiology to bind them to them in worship and servitude.
That sounds really interesting. Don't know what that is.
An aboleth is a type of aberration that claimed to have been in this world before the gods. They're devious,
Interesting.
hyper-intelligent monsters.
Do you think it might be possible given how far down these
No.
are, no, I doubt they're going to be able to be saved. But that one of them might be one of the Sea Bitch's followers, or former followers, and as such,
I
fulfill
doubt
the requirement.
it. I doubt it. It's not impossible, but I doubt it. And if they were, there would be no way for us to tell.
That's true. But an aboleth beneath the city is worrying,
Yeah.
even if there are nastier things deeper down.
Yeah. Alright, well, I think it's time that we go get this stuff so we can move on with our
Yeah.
current objective. I don't. If we were to run
Sooner
into
we
an
get out of here, less likely we run into that aboleth. That would be a bad day.
Like an awful idea.
if we were to run into an aboleth, I doubt that we could fight it.
Probably one of us would have to be fish food after that to let the rest escape.
No, that's... An aboleth is more of a matter of, oh, my dad and the Magnus.
If we run into it, though, we have to be at least prepared to fight. I'm worried about its ability to control others. I don't know
Can I
much
have
else about them.
another Arcana check to see if you actually know this?
That's how they got the scoom, isn't it?
Well, you know about the Scoom, but I won't say you know everything about the Aboleth itself. You just know it's connected.
fair.
So I have another check.
19.
I'll say you know quite a bit about that.
Okay. Yeah, they have the ability to.
At least from you know in your ancient memory.
Yeah, which could be completely gone. They have the ability to control others, and as if a powerful caster decided to tell you to jump off a cliff and then you just do it.
As I said, it's not something we can fight. It's best to avoid it.
Indefinitely.
But it would not be unwise of us to bring it to the attention of those that might be capable of dealing with it. Or at least should be aware of its existence.
Once we get that fucking crystal.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not gonna just turn around right away.
There's every chance that if we continue going this way that we run into it.
It's more likely, but it seems as though these might be. Our fish friend earlier said something about those weird brain creatures that will whisper into your head. Is it possible that these things is what it was referring to?
It's talking about the big one.
I mean, it's probably talking about these two.
You think they can whisper in your head?
They can.
Yeah.
They can? Then, yeah, I guess maybe.
And it's odd that they're going this far up. Maybe Obviously, situations are changing. The depths are becoming more dangerous every day.
Shouldn't that be their domain, though? Danger. Unless you're telling me there's something worse than here than this aboleth.
It's completely possible. They're not. If you were to throw an aboleth at a dragon, I'm still pretty sure the dragon would eat the aboleth.
Fair enough.
But if I run into a dragon down here, I hope you guys do not mind me immediately telling you to turn the fuck around and run.
Novi thinks
Yeah.
that is a smart idea.
I don't
You
assume you would
can-
say charge in.
Right, well, Navi, if you wouldn't mind asking our guide, I think I'm done here.
What a hell of a way to die.
Novi can do this, yes. Navi uses speak with animals from the necklace because today's spells. And Lynn doesn't need it right now. So from the necklace to tell the fishman that we're ready to go.
Oh, we
Via
go.
fucking
We're blibber?
clam.
Blubber?
We leave,
Right.
yes.
Good, good. Remember, careful, flying, sharp, blubber.
Yes, yes. It reminds us that to be
All right.
careful. There is the flying sharp something or other.
Yeah. And honestly, we should try it. After we acquire the item, leave the depths as fast as possible. Agreed?
Novi agrees.
We've been down here long enough. At least for this expedition.
It has
I
been
agree.
2 days. With that
Navi
in
motions
mind,
for them to lead on.
the person will get up and begin to lead the way once more. Pushing through the foliage as it begins to become more and more prominent, clinging to the walls, falling from the stalagmites above you, becoming a practical forest of wild overgrowth that becomes so thick you need to push and cut some of it down to just get through it. Eventually, you would push through, breaking open to a massive entryway, leading to a space that's so large that even with dark vision you can't see all the way out to see everything. Hints of ruined structures begin to pool out of the foliage, the clinging material, and the sound of rushing water echoes from this chamber. The glint of light slowly peeking in, reflecting from some of the walls, giving hints of just how deep this goes. Even you, Samuel, cannot see the sheer distance this place has. But you can see how the water from this place seems to rise up from between the ruins, shooting up the darkness above. The spiral twisting. Okay. The fish person considers this place for a moment, looking around, tilting their head to see if they're trying to listen to something before going back and speaking in the strange clam language. Effectively giving a warning to listen, keep head down, stick to the foliage.
Navi relays what she gets from this person.
Now, once more, what did the group attempt to sneak through this place from the direction given?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
And mind if I roll perception to keep an eye out for bug things?
You most certainly can.
Well,
I mean,
let's try the stealth. That seems about right.
I am going to take the action of my armored mage ability to doff my armor and God, I love this magic ability. I'm not fucking rolling at disadvantage because if I do, then there's gonna be two of us that stick out like store thumbs. And I can just action to put it back on if we get into a scuffle.
Looks like Samuel that also wears heavy armor.
Fuck. I guess I'll roll stealth and not disadvantage. Please don't suck. Fuck. A lot of good it did me.
Well, looks like we're getting into a fight, boys.
So what flavor of aboleth do we see?
You see the cherry kind, it's delicious.
Fuck!
You should really take a bite out of it.
Damn it.
Wrong character.
I wanted blue raspberry.
I don't need the cough syrup.
I don't want the cough syrup. Oh god.
I want the cough syrup.
I
Take
don't
it.
know.
I don't think we get a choice.
I still need to roll for 3 members of the party as well, because you have a fish person and 2 NPCs.
Fucking. Oh my god, all of them did well except for Swimmer.
Okay, the average is definitely on the lower side here. So you're trying to keep an eye out for anything, but it's difficult within this shaded gloom, with the faint light coming
Dang.
from the foliage.
Hold on, I gotta be sassy even though I fucked up worse. Dang, Samuel, that 7 really bring down that average.
Hey, fuck you.
You stretch out your hand, pulling away a vine of strange fungal mass, only for it to snap back and hit you in the face. Alexandria, really ruining your attempt to perceive the rest of them as you're rapidly blinking. Continuing forward, deeper
Why does
into
it
this
feel
place.
like mint?
The spores taste like mint. But yes, continue further into this space as more water seems to pool up as the ground shifts natural cavern to ruin. The fish person is carefully skipping over podiums not to go into the water themselves, putting their fishy fin against their mouth in a sign to attempt to be quiet while pointing to the water, as if to be careful of them. To carry on forward, you pass a totem of spiraling water. You feel the friction pull against the group towards it to pull you up into this twisting whirlpool that's going the opposite direction. And yet they continue forward. Continue until there's a whistling noise in the air. Make a quick dash of hidden roll.
My passive is 11.
Mine is 19.
Okay.
Ooh.
The whistling noise grows closer.
22.
Navi is the only one that notices a glint of sharp-pointed coral flying towards the group before the impact. Landing directly where a foot is about to land, in front of Samuel, Tavian,
Navi,
Impale,
if she
And-
can.
and Alex. Get in the way?
Navi gives a warning. Like, everybody stop
Okay, you definitely can.
before they step down on whatever it is.
So you give your warning, snapping of there's something coming. Well, actually feel free to give the warning itself.
Everybody stop, there's something coming.
Yeah,
And with that warning,
listen
they
to this
slam
lady.
down, impacting mere inches from where your feet would have been a moment ago. Samuel, Tavian,
Mhm.
Alexandria, and Impale, each one of you have a glinting, sharp-pointed coral arrow right where your step would have been if you took a step forward.
Armor's back on.
I mean, my armor is already on.
Yeah, no, mine I can doff and don on a fucking action.
Haha, what's armor?
Looks at
Yeah.
take my shield, you son of a bitch.
I already have a shield. The problem is I can't throw an extra weapon if I have a shield in my hand.
You cannot see where this is coming from, but you can hear a tone, a language that most of you cannot understand, except for Navi, who hears the mother's tongue just
Fuck.
speaking out
Fuck.
a slur. Filthy outsiders doing here. Should be purged. Before a
Watch your tongue around me, young lady.
you hear them about to speak in a old common. What is thou? Wait. One speaks the tongue. There's a rustle in the bushes.
I think I understood that word.
Yeah, I think that one meant Paco?
No. Navi's been teaching me. I think that one said tongue, and I don't know why I know that one.
That's
Maybe
because it's part of the name of the language.
Oh right.
But, Navi will step forward then, holding a hand out to the others.
There's a stir for a moment, and it is a feminine voice. I'm surprised you got that when I was trying to be gruff and there.
Mm-hmm.
Before the tone comes. Who are you to speak the mother's tongue?
And I am Mother Nature. And who are you? To fire upon me and my friends.
Seems to be a moment of quiet that lingers before the voice speaks out. I am Shai'aya. We are the Swift Runners, protectors of this space, to make sure everything functions. You feel eyes looking at you now. You can't
Mhm.
see where they are, but you can tell they're focused on you. Before eventually a figure will step out of the bushes. Let me copy and set them down where currently is, because this is a currently active map. You see Marks on her skin from battle, scars, dark skinned and pointed ears, bits of coral growing on her flesh, and stern, cold eyes look over the group before dismissing them and focusing on Navi.
Oh my fuck, she's an elf.
We are the Ashara of the Water. What brings you here? Presence of the Mother.
We are trying to find a piece to help one of the cities above.
What piece is it that you see?
A crystal that grows like the moon.
I know of such a crystal that you however, I cannot make any decisions on that. We are the ones that ward away outside, keep them away. Or deal with them should come difficult. We are the Swift Runner. Move. It's not our place either.
You are the Guardians, yes.
The aspect one, the one that would be kin to you if your words are truthful, would be one that,
The sea.
yes, he may be able to aid you if your words are truthful.
I understand if you do not allow my compatriots, but would you allow me to go speak with him?
I can. Though I have a question. Why do you travel with the
They are lost. I have a pension for lost souls.
to look over them? Each and every one. There's a scrutinizing feeling. Like she's definitely looking down on each and every one of you as those piercing eyes brush over them.
Whispers
Suck.
to Tavian. Oh, go ahead, bud.
No.
I was just gonna say, I think they like us.
Yeah. I step in front of Impale a little bit. I think they might.
Alexander just looks bored.
Yeah. Fucking defensive motherfucker. I nearly died twice this adventure.
Oh.
So, boredom's not on my list of things.
Actually, there is one slight difference between one of the group, however. Samuel gets a faint look of approval before they'll look back to Navi. The one touched by the moon can come. The rest, however, will be under scrutiny.
They are not to be harmed or moved or displaced.
As long as they try, do nothing that may harm this space. I'll move forward until terms have come forward that allows. You can agree to.
She nods. And then she'll turn back to the others. They will allow me and Samuel to go speak to the one that guards the crystal. And the rest of you must stay here.
Looks like I have a lot of time to practice then.
And behave.
I plan to practice quietly.
No practicing, period. Any movements that seem out of sorts will be taken as hostility.
Yeah, this is definitely not the place to be doing odd things.
Then I'll just enjoy all of your companionships here while you two are gone.
Hey Fen, do you still have those playing cards?
Of course, I also have some dice made from bone as well.
Well,
I would
It's like we
appreciate
are-
it if you would all be extremely respectful. These are the water to my lands. As a people.
I have no intention of disrespecting the place, just passing the time.
She's looking pointedly at Impale when she says that.
I'll keep Tavian in his reins, don't you worry. I am I would say, the most trusted people that can handle most of the worst situations.
Tavian.
I'll make sure they don't get in trouble.
Thank you.
Just complete ignore. I fucking respect the shit out of that. Just, I will keep Tavian in check. Looks at Tavian. Look, you don't even have to tell me. I'll try. God.
And she says to the fishman, stay here with them. Do not do anything.
Um,
In the clam, they got a bit of that. So like, they don't have thumbs, but you get the effective tongue stick out of a nod.
GM, what race does this person appear to be from? Do they appear elven?
Yes.
They have elven features, yes, but they also have strange things with them that, like, maybe a quick perception check as she's right in front of you. That
Alright, I mean that's bad, but if they're right in front of me, could I not roll an Arcana or maybe a History or something?
considering who you are, history would not work.
Arcana?
I guess you could try that, but it's not going to get the same as perception.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just do both. Here's my Perception. It's a 9. And here's my Arcana, which is a natural 1. I don't fucking know shit.
Yeah, so you look
Nice.
at them, you see the pointed ear, and you think, that's an elf, but there's also things that don't seem to match or seem right. The fact that they have like literal bits of coral growing out of their flesh does not seem right. That's all you really notice. You don't have a close enough look to catch anything out of place.
Yeah, I gotcha. Just like, that's not a ladder, and a ladder would look more leafy.
That's a gnome, right?
It's a fucking elf, you disrespectful shit.
She's just looking. She's goofing.
Yeah, he knows.
Sigh. Samuel, let us go.
Sure. She would start to guide the way away. There's a brief sound of funks behind as basically a surrounding area of these coral projections are set around the rest of the group. Effectively, don't cross this circle. As
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do.
Y'all have a circle of safety. Just don't move. It'll be fine.
Alexander just looks at Swimmer. And I just play cards.
Might as well just lay back and relax. I would let background crew take a break, but for the time being, I'll take my rest.
Yeah.
Where am I putting? Okay.
Yeah, I'll actually have to remove these three because they are not coming.
That is the wrong Nobby. There
However,
we go.
before we jump to this, we'll quickly go to the people as you sat down to play your games. Who's joining the card games?
Nope, no interest. In fact, I'm going to be semi-pulling Impel aside but not actually because we only got so much fucking room to work with. So, yay, I get to whisper. Thank God the two fuckers playing cards don't have great passives.
For those playing cards, roll me a d20.
She's letting him win.
Don't you say? But he is winning, and even when he's tries to lose, somehow he's winning, which gives him a perplexed look. The go fish in particular is confusing why he keeps on winning that one.
Do you have any purples?
What, purple? No.
Well, then it's
I
your turn.
have purple in this deck? As he quickly shuffles through his cards.
Oh, it's like an actual deck of cards. Anyways,
Yep, and
Okay.
moving to that. Well, anything else from the group that's in the circle before we move to the people leaving?
I've sent my green message.
Ah, the flirting begins, okay.
Absolutely. Glad you caught on.
Hope people have music on. You would begin to be brought forward, more of the ruin broken set around you, as you're guided along. The space will start to break away, giving more insight to this place, giving more of a view. You can see more of what this place truly is. I'm gonna just post an image for you guys to see what's floating before your eyes. If you just look into our Discord, you'll be able to see the image.
Lovely. Beautiful.
Do it. Now I'm gonna have to open it. Oh. Fuck yeah.
Water slowly pools up, keeping structures afloat, where there's barely anything holding them up. A glint of a single burst of water piercing what looks to have once been an arena, but is now an old ruin growth building over it. As you are walking, can I have a perception roll from the two of you? And feel free to set yourself down as well, Samuel.
Okay.
Bro.
This thing is huge.
Bro.
There's a tree
fuck
in the
are
middle.
the rolls tonight, man?
Bro.
Don't worry.
Everyone just doing shit.
Don't worry, I got you. I got this for you, okay?
Uh-huh. Good, because I fucking
Yep.
don't. Navi's
You
too
say-
Navi's too nervous.
It does feel strangely like a part of you is going home that you don't understand it, Nava.
Mm-hmm.
I see another figure. That makes me nervous.
Yep.
It's fine.
Samuel, as you're going through this, you can see swimming in the water other entities similar to the entity before you, but they're different. Well, she's of dark skin and seems much more humanoid. You can see these ones have hair that seem to be weaved like coral, growth that's overcome one arm or a leg, looking like they fuse with the wildlife, with the nature around of them, probably oozing through their presence.
Man, who could have fucking figured something like this would happen? It's almost like the ocean version of a Navi. Anyway,
Very
sorry.
possibly more sane. That's not a very high bar.
Likely.
Stepping through, going down the passageway of floating structures that slightly lift up then go back down with every footstep pressed onto them. You head further and further down to the arena. A faint sound of croaks of animal wildlife that surprisingly is down here in the deepest depths start to appear, resting on lily pads. And then you see, just resting under a tree set.
What is the animal saying, GM?
Oh, that's true. You're currently in that. Things it's like, ooh, someone new. What if they brought any snacks? What if they are the snack?
Can I see the inquisitive frog that was wondering if there were snacks?
You can. I'll say they just.
Fish their way. I'll toss a piece of fish their way.
I'll make a quick roll as the fish is thrown. They attempt to catch it in mid-air, fail, as it slips by and bobs into the water. Then multiple of the nearby frogs stick out their tongue to try and grab it first. Happy little noises for the frog that does catch it in the end.
And then keep walking.
Guided by Sheetala, you see before you a tree that seems to be locked in the season of fall. While everything else is vibrant and green, this single tree that's rooted into the stone
Mm-hmm.
falls with leaves gently fluttering in the breeze. And resting within the roots is a man. I'll enlarge the image for you and get a look at him.
Yep.
Dressed in a blue garb that seems to have entwined and bound itself to his form. A glint of a crown or a tiara resting on his head, dulled with age, no longer the glistening it once was. And a face that's cracked. Not a scar, that is, his feature itself is cracked around his eye that glints with a pale light as he looks over towards the group. Noticing Samuel, instead of the mother tongue, he speaks in an old version of the common. Thou art not the guest we were expecting.
Navi will speak out a very ancient greeting and then switch to common if that is what he prefers to speak in. Just we apologize for the intrusion of your home.
Sing for a moment before they slowly push up. The roots are literally clinging to their form, cracking slightly as he pulls himself free from them. Puts his hands together and gives a small bow of his head. Never no fairer, King. Please, step forward with thou guest of the moon. The lily paths slowly slide together, forming a path across this open gap for you to step upon.
She will.
Is that intended for me too?
Yes.
Yes, thou moon.
Listen, I just asked. I'm trying to be respectful. Last
The
thing I
glow-
want to do is cause insult.
As you step forward, Parts of this figure almost look like they're made of stone as you look over them.
Much like Navi looks to be petrified wood.
Similar, indeed. Now, been a very long time since we have seen. You're traveling with others of interest.
It has been a eventful time in the past few years or so. Time is lost sometimes to those of us. But
Then you have yet to choose a successor, then.
no.
Or do you even remember? As you said, time is for us.
It is bits and pieces for the moment, but enough to feel kinship. No kinship.
Thou hast been resting quite a while then.
Yes.
Then I welcome you to Asher, the home of the Asher. The water is as pure as its name. But I do not expect thou to have come here without a purpose.
Unfortunately.
Then please come.
It was a request of the ocean.
Then come, sit with us. Thou is interested to hear your tales from both you and the child of the moon that steps with you.
Come and sit down on what is available to sit down on.
Yeah.
It's mostly bits of ruin that's
Mhm.
set around here. There's a slight cover of water that's just lightly covering this area.
Navi is Druid Craft playing with some of the moss absent-mindedly. And some of the lily pads.
This
Just
entity
something
slowly
going on.
just sinks back to the roots that just slowly curl over, back over his form. Now tell us, thou, that what you have done, and what brings thou here. Give us the tale of your purpose.
There is a city above that is full of life, full of people and animals and various plants and flourishing life that is threatened to be plunged into the waters. I understand that it would replace one form of life with another, but each form of life deserves to live if it is already in existence, yes.
Thou is aware of the domain above, though we're not currently sure of its current presence.
It
Not
is
since
not,
the waters have shifted.
It is not malicious in its own existence.
Is this
The
where you've been?
child, I and several others have been working to help the people of this civilization.
And that help has required thou to come into these depths?
Many times, yes. Though this is the first time here specifically.
Then thou is interested to hear what you are seeking in these depths to have ventured in so many times.
A list of things, but specifically for this, a crystal which radiates the glow of a moon.
not a surprise that you walk with one with its essence, then.
No.
Thou is aware of where this item is. The birth of such a stone should not be too far off. Thou has come in a bit of a trying time, however. That makes it difficult to reach.
Trying how?
A entity, twisted and evil, has been brought from the deeper waters up. It
A
is
pale entity?
a very pale entity. It is wrathful and angry as it cannot go back to the depths where it came. And it's taking out its wrath on us around.
I see.
The one that would have guided you to where you could get this item, thou successor, was sent on a mission to try and discover just how deeply enriched and enrooted he is into our surround. They have no term.
We were accosted in our rest by what's I can only put together. It would be, I suppose, minions or corrupted and beings for this entity that you speak of.
The stone-like expression that barely shows any hint of emotion twists into a frown. It's like grinding sound of stone echoing out as it does. That is not pleasant. Yeah, that is very close indeed. We can only expect the worst for our kin then.
I am sorry.
What you seek, if the worst has come to them, rests around the neck of our successor. We need to find them. Aid you in getting this item.
Thank you.
They turn their eyes over to Sam. Thou art touched by them. Who is thou that walks with our kind?
Truthfully, nobody really important.
Thou would disagree from what our eyes can see. Well,
Samuel is my name.
a simple but easily recognizable.
Yes. Nice to meet you.
A pleasure. We are Talbar. Now, you are also seeking this item. What purpose will it be used for?
I don't know how it's going to be used, but the hope is that it's going to help stop destruction and doom.
A worthwhile goal, then. We feel that you, with your presence, will be able to aid with creation, or at least help with the birth of these stones.
Okay.
But as you have heard, the key to enter the sanctuary where these crystals are usually formed, currently not with us. Would you be willing to take the risk, knowing that the Pale Ones are potentially entwined with this to recover it?
Probably.
The frown shifts a bit. There's a very small twitch at the corner of their smile that hints at a potential smile, but it just can't quite form. We have a feeling we know why our kind brings you along. You're amusing.
Thanks. I try.
The eyes slowly shift back to Neva. This is going to be a dangerous task. We would
Yes.
not let you go alone with such a...
I have more with me, but I appreciate it. The Moonbreast one here is a good friend.
We are curious of the destiny of this one, to have such a firm tie.
They are good. They
That-
are shy in their own way.
Very true. But that is likely to be tested. For what thou eye can see.
Yes.
Well. The young one behind you, the outsider that we have welcomed, will help guide you on the path that Cessa had once been. We hope that they are still fine, but if not, thou ask that you put them to rest, so they are no longer under the sway of the beast from the depth.
From Tashai to Ashai, well, I thank you.
And we thank you for the aid. Once more, it's been a pleasure to see you once again. Once you have done your task, you are free to stay here for as long as you'd like under these roofs.
Thank you. Nave no Ferry.
Navi no fair. With a faint bow of his head, his eyes closed shut.
She
And-
gives a bow as well, and motions for Samuel to follow
Yep, sure.
as she
Hmm.
leaves.
Give a nice little curtsy myself. And yeah.
As you depart, he's settled. He doesn't look lifeless. There's no shift or rise from his form. And effectively, once more, part of the tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the path across the gap still there.
Yet the path is still there.
Okay. And she'll go back up to the one that brought them in and be like, the successor. We were told to find them. Said that you would know the path they walked.
I mean,
I glance over to Samuel. No, please, feel free to speak.
I just thoughts in my head. I had a brief vision the following night, but it didn't really take me very far.
What did you see?
To be honest, I don't even remember, so that's how brief it was. I just saw a shimmering path.
Well, hopefully you recall when it's needed, or perhaps it will guide you in time. But It's curious. I've never seen one of your ilk so respected before.
Who, me?
Yep.
I mean, up until a couple of months ago, I never even thought I'd see any of you.
Well, it seems that you are welcome here, Moon-Kissed One. We thought it was just a scent, but it seems to go deeper there. Curious man indeed.
Well, you know, I like to be mysterious.
She just takes in the breath of the air around you for a moment before turning.
The frog was chuckling like a person. That's creepy.
Oh, that is just a mischievous one pretending to be a frog. Ignore them.
It's talking about a headset. It's
What is a headset?
This is very mischievous.
Kill it.
Yeah, as you say that, a crocodile just rises from the water and snaps its jaws. The frog vanishes in its jaws and it's gone.
Well,
Strange.
that's one way to do that.
The frog will be out just fine.
Uh,
Probably just annoyed that one.
Either way.
yes, there.
I'll guide you back to your companions then. We can discuss this matter.
Good.
They
So-
headed deeper in. Charlotte would start to.
Okay, how about now?
The names of these people, both my counterpart and this individual, just so that I have their spellings down.
Okay.
Aura.
I'll just put it in roll 20 so everyone
Yes,
who's
please.
curious will know. There you go. For these two. And as they called themselves, you know, the Asher.
Mhm.
Felt that.
Yes. They are water. They are pure.
Which makes them much more stricter on outsiders than other potential ones.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, so you'll slowly go head back to the group, but for the rest of the group, it's been a while since the others were gone. What have you been up to?
Well,
I know what's going on with you, but what would you like to have aired for everyone to know?
Nothing yet. Just Tola and Tavian off in a corner talking. It'll be in the recording.
That's true, so everyone will know anyway.
Yeah, no. Hold on, I gotta figure out when the. Oh, right. And then. Here. And that should do it for that. Yeah, so how's y'all's card game going?
Yeah, how is the card game going? Would you like to roll another d20 for me?
Nah.
Swimmer is winning because he keeps eating the cards when she's not looking.
I know I'm gonna roll bad anyways.
Oh no, he's in a down mood. He's also stinking up the circle that you guys are trapped in.
Mhm.
But yes, time will have passed. Games are being played, companies kept, and eventually until you hear the shifting of leaves and catch sight of the returning pair with the entity once more.
And just because the fucking two high passives walked into the room, just are you all right? Did I just say something wrong?
No, like I said, it was a hiccup. I'm very fine, but I do appreciate those kind and beautiful words. And I am very honored that you are doing what you're doing. I don't think I could say them. They were just too beautiful to say.
Just blinks because Tavian was semi-scolding them at some point, so he's confused now.
Now, you know, I'm actually rather speechless there. Tell you what, you could ask me more things. However, I think our wet friends are back.
I'm sorry, or what? I turn over, and I immediately
Wet.
shut up. I immediately shut up.
Navi is
Wet.
thinking a bit.
There is a brow raise from the entity that's with them with a displeased look at that description.
What the hell does wet friends mean?
Yes, we are curious if you would clarify on that.
I mean, I assume the wetness of water, of course.
Do I look wet to you?
I
Not
choose
at the moment.
Yeah, I choose not to answer that.
Navi is smirking at that.
The Ashi are pure, not wet, you simpleton. But your companions have words to speak to you.
Then speak. Bring me away from another topic that I am rather having stuck in my head at this moment.
What?
I'll
Escort me away.
apologize. I'll apologize for them. They're a bit of a handful. They don't mean disrespect.
They are bold, I suppose you could say.
Brave would be a better.
Foolishness and bravery are the same thing, of course.
That.
Fools can have bravery.
Either way,
The brave can be foolish. Look,
we met with Tambora, the leader of the Ashai, and he is more than happy to help us, but we have to go save the successor. They have the key to the sanctuary where the crystals become. And unfortunately, looks at Tavian. They were searching for the entity spoken of before. Or at least trying to figure out what is there.
he just breathes in deeply because he knows how fucked that is.
Yeah.
Never said saving a city was gonna be easy. But we can't just let all those innocent people drown.
No.
So it's one more battle against an uphill. force, I suppose.
To be fair, we don't need to.
To be fair, we don't need
Stop
to.
that.
Making a
Stop that.
the
How
backup
dare you.
character is being made right there. Everyone.
How
I was
dare you.
trying to make a GM. I'm sorry.
That's
How
so
dare you.
fucking funny
Screw you, though.
because I
Perfect.
have opened my backup character. I'm about to level them real quick.
But Navi says, to be fair, we don't have to hopefully fight the entity. We just have to retrieve the successor.
Indeed, that was what was spoken by Talbara. They only wish for you to find Talbara to find the key. However, if the worst has come place that they have become tied to this entity, we do warn that the successor is the most powerful one among us outside of Talbara themselves.
That is how that works.
And it's going to be very dangerous if they are hostile. Whatever remains of them.
So, fight our way down to Yulov to possibly fight the second strongest of your kin.
If there is a chance for them to be saved, we would prefer that, but from what was said by Talbara, if it is not possible, they only ask that you give them a merciful end, freedom of the spirit.
Proper respect would be nonetheless.
Now I have been
Yes.
asked to act as your
Yeah.
guide to move where their steps were last placed. And what did you say, Alexandrius? Because you started to say something, I just realized I cut off. Apologies.
We can't guarantee respect if it comes to a fight. At least
It is
during it.
It is not putting them down that they speak of, but the final rights.
Correct.
If the situation allows for it.
Yes. We do not risk life to honor death, but if it can be done without the risk of life, it should.
We would not know until we followed the path and had some idea what happened.
What's the likelihood of us running into the dig bed?
It is not
Difficult
out
to
of
say.
Not out of the realm of possibility.
The successor was sent out to investigate just how close it was. And as they have not returned, it will only find out seeing just how deep they have gone.
Send more and more people to their death. A wise strategy.
We want what we need, Sir Alexandra. We must.
I'm well aware. Doesn't mean I can't see the flaws in it. But hell or high water, that city's mine to protect.
As life is mine.
there any questions that our group for us?
No.
In that case, I can begin to guide. Though I advise to be very cautious.
We should send the fish back.
They glance down to the Kuatoa, who doesn't understand anything that's being said at this point, just like tapping their foot and like no idea what's going on. I was surprised to have brought such a creature among you.
They were the guide to here,
Oh,
from where we entered.
well, you have sharper intelligence than I expected. We usually
They're not
just...
mindless, but they are not. They are not a shy. Far from it.
We usually just fire at them if they dig in too deep to this space.
Good.
However, how deep these creatures have gone, perhaps we could make use of them. Unity to repel a force that no one approves of. It's cool. Most of them are pathetic, but I have heard that some of them have a stronger use.
Some seem to have natural shamanistic abilities, but
And
digress.
their numbers are considerable.
I would advise caution if working with them.
Almost certain.
And then she turns to the fish and says, cast Speak with Animals. Let me just you should head home. It is not safe here.
You didn't need to say anything more because they're already gone. With that said, they're rushing off. There goes Akok. Back in the way you just came. The tiny fish person with the eyes that blinked out of sync. Going away. Well, at least you won't get backstabbed by that creature then.
No. It has seen some of what we are capable of doing. I don't think it would think itself a healthy decision to do so. Especially
At
without
least,
its friends.
well, at least it has some survival in.
I wouldn't
Well
say
then.
that.
You give it a lot of credit it might not have.
But we can look down on the creature as much as, but it's time to continue this path of the success. Hopefully, things are more peaceful than I hope they will actually be. Have you faced any of the turn before?
Last night our rest was interrupted by such. Several watched from a distance, but we only engaged with one. The rest fled, or at least retreated.
How close were you when it happened? To this place?
Navi would give them about how long it took them to get from where they had taken rest to where they met up with the Shy.
That is much too close.
Yes.
Sounds like they're slowly surrounding us, or at least having scouts checking the surrounding. How did they engage you, or did you just see them?
They engaged me directly. I was making sure the others were safe while they rested.
So they just tried to ambush you? Was it one alone, or was it a group that tried to?
Just one. Others appeared after, but stayed at a distance according to those I could see.
They might have been testing your strength then.
Very possible.
That is more alarming than if they just attacked you and fell in battle.
Yes.
I'll have to pass word back to the others before we departed in that case. Actually, wait. You'll glance around to the surroundings. You have heard what's been said, Swift Runners. Go and pass the word. Strengthen your eyes and keep close eye on all entry. With that said, she'll turn back to the group. Now, it hasn't been that long since the successor left, but we have had no word, heard nothing since
How long
then.
exactly had it been?
It's only been 3 days. However, we expect to at least hear a voice of them speaking what they have seen with nothing.
Right. Looks to their group. Are we ready to go?
Yes. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they may just not be them anymore.
That is something.
But we will deal with that when we get there.
Yes, that is something we have unfortunately already finalized. That is why we warned you of their strength and the danger they may pose if such a thing has happened. But if there's nothing else, we'll begin to guide. Last check. Anything else the group wants to do before you carry on forward?
Don't really have anything to do unless this place can sell me a potion.
Not me.
Nope.
Then you are once more set onto the path. Guided to the side and down a shaft that heads directly down. Through tangled vines and twisted foliage, you can feel yourself going even deeper to the depths there. Start to follow the path that the successor has gone mere days ago. It's just think for a moment. Let me just have a quick D100 roll.
Oh boy. From who?
Whoever would like to do it.
Not me.
Bam.
I'll do it. Oh, too late.
Impale, got an 89. Just a little bit off what would be the perfect number.
Damn, 20 off.
Damn.
Exactly. But yes.
Unfortunate.
You begin to go deeper down, moving through the natural stone and stepping forward. But as you are going, there's hints of ruins that show that they're even older than what you've seen before.
Writing?
Not of the ones that you're particularly into, Navi, but closer to the age that a certain member of the party would be interested in.
Oh shit, for realsies? For once?
For realsy.
Start taking a look around. Shit. Does it look familiar?
Roll history.
Well,
As you can see, a similar architecture, but you're not just quite sure.
13.
This does look like it's a similar architecture to what you remember the old Elnora to be. Hints of it are jutting out of the walls as if they've fused into. Others make up the flooring as you're walking on tiles from a roof. But you're making the connection, you are seeing similar patterns, design, the shape, the stonework, how it all interlocks.
And that penis he carved into the stone.
I
wasn't him, it was
would
the
have,
Dragonborn.
I would have done no such of a thing.
It wasn't
You
him,
need
it was the Dragonborn.
You need a higher roll to get that, guys. He only got a 30.
I'll fight you. But yeah, no, just starting to get real familiar here.
As you're looking around, hints of doorways from some of the buildings that are fused into all the walls reveal themselves. Touching a potential access for the curious.
Guess I could just start going investigating. Unless somebody's gonna stop me.
No?
Yeah, I'm gonna start to investigate a little bit, see if I can find something either hidden or maybe a different pathway, something that the guide's not seeing.
Okay,
Is that an investigation check or?
That would be an investigation check, and let just the crew. We'll be using this map as actually a perfect fit for this. It's a familiar map, but just set yourself down.
Just kinda semi-familiar. It's been rotated. The good old rotado. Alright.
Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta.
23.
If anyone else would like to look around, feel free to do so.
Gonna take a moment to just check in the sites, I guess.
I probably just watched Tavian exploring what they are looking at.
Yep. That's about what he figured.
There's hints of home here.
Okay. So you step into one building first, finding its hints of what look to be a simple church. You can see a framed portrait of Palor resting on the wall, a glint of gold set in the framework. An altar set below, but the rest of the structure is fused into the stone, only allowing you access to this part, the first building you step upon. Tavian?
Yeah. Which one? This one over here?
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
Sure. Just kind of looking through.
Alexandria.
Hmm.
You step into what looks to have once been a butcher's. Glancing around, there's a faint scent of... Well, it's not rot because it's just been too long, but there's a scent in the air that's not quite that pleasant to the nose. Glancing around, letting curiosity go through you, you find a finely made carving knife with a checkered bone handle.
Huh.
Somehow survived the time.
Wonder if it's magic.
You got somebody that can find the fuck out for you. I'll move on to the next building.
Anyone else would like to investigate? Please do. Give me investigation. And if you're moving further up, I'll reveal more of the map and we'll go through the process bit by bit. That is for Navi and Impale if you'd like to join in.
We also have Samuel, who's just not
Navi
interested.
is. If people are looking at the ruins, Navi is going to take a seat kind of on the ground and just kind of meditate. See what she can feel of the nature around.
I'll roll an investigation just because I want you to have fun, Gary.
Okay. So, for Impale, as they step into another building, do you find a gilded cage for the size of a songbird, with depictions of wild animals among the base. And looking around, you see other cages, collars that have been withered with time. Hints that this place was potentially a place made to get pets, something a bit more high standard, but has been lost to time. Part of the stonework of this natural cavern has burst through the flooring, covering, giving a firm grounding.
Interesting.
So, if you would like to take the cage, feel free to mark it down. Otherwise, it just lingers there.
I take it.
Hey man, if nothing else, you can sell it for scrap metal.
Right, that's what I was thinking. So I'll take it then.
Yep. For every time you move into a building, would like to check it out, let me know. As you're just passing through the place.
Yep. I'm going to the big building over here. Because it's got a chimney.
And what is going on? Shiloh will likely just sit next to Navi. Just settling down and getting comfortable as they watch the others explore. Their friend's an interesting one. Very curious, very young.
Navi switches over to the mother tongue. Just they have their own wants, needs, and lives. He and Western Satavian is from a past not as far back as I, but farther than any of the others here. A time forgotten even to the people now, which makes our culture even more foreign. Time is a fickle thing.
Time is a fickle thing. Not the oldest among our kind. As apologies, carry on.
Then you have the likes of not the Dragonborn, the two Dragonborns, them, small town fisher, and very important nobility, cultural things and whatnot. Says that they should not be together or something, and it's a bit of a debacle, but they don't care.
A very unusual group to travel with.
Yes, and of course you have the Moonkissed, and then not to impale the performer.
The one that has moved farthest away has a peculiar essence to them. Death lingers on them, but so does scent of blood.
Yes, they were a protector, a warrior. time, but one who took worship to a kind face of death.
That would explain why the scent is so vague on their presence. The blood one seems to be growing stronger than.
They have come to a recent realization that their divine is no more.
That can shakes one will very strongly.
Yes, but they are strong. It is only bolstered their ambitions to protect and help.
One's spirit is always strong in trying of time.
Their spirit persists through even their own death. Till now.
Let's hope it stays that way.
It would take much to shake their spirit from them. And she kind of looks over, and then she's been through a lot, and I've taken her under my wing, you could say.
That one I could have the sense they've been moved, cursed, but it seems entwined to their entire being.
Unfortunately so. But they prefer not to tap into that part of themselves if they can help it. They're peaceful in a way. Primal, yes, but peaceful.
Bit of surprise there, but not an unpleasant one.
No. They are kind, but have been through much. There's much of the surface that she kind of grits her teeth. Just, I firmly believe nature should reclaim. However, of what I have seen, the city we are trying to save is not one of those places. Though it lingers above the ocean, the seas. It may not be pure, but it is not vile.
It's something that I have no experience, cannot judge.
No. It is something even I am still learning about.
Really, we just have to see how things go.
Yes. Of all that, one thing is certain, and that is the innocents of this place the place above do not deserve to perish beneath the waters.
I can agree with you. Such an end is no one is ever truly deserving of.
No. She'll turn to her kin and what do you know of the successor?
Successor has been successor far beyond the time I have joined. They are an old one, an old spirit. Also a very prideful one. But their pride comes with all the experience and strength they've claimed. I have never seen anyone stronger with a blade or a bow in my life. They also have a bit of prowess among spirits as well. That allows them to reach forward and connect to another.
I see.
There's one reason I am so worried that if they have been taken, many of the secrets of our home will be known to the main danger of these depths.
I do not ask to know their strengths or weaknesses. I ask to know them, so that they may be granted the respect they deserve.
Well, as said, they're a prideful thought, but it's warranted. They have every reason to be prideful. They have a preference for keeping themselves in pristine condition. They don't like to let nature's growths take hold of them, so they usually remove them when they do start to reveal their presence.
I see.
But despite that, some of it has
Cannot
taken
say
hold.
that I agree, but
To each their own.
exactly.
Despite not allowing the more clear change to take over. Some have indeed. He's very fond of his hair that has taken a gold glint to it. Pretty sure it's a mushroom, but I do not know what kind. His gills have set in, allowing him to breathe freely within the water. He has a preference for just sleeping within the waters for a month along the time whenever he can.
Tell me, child. You said you were an outsider. What brought you here? To this
That would be death. Death of kind. Well, myself and my mother, we were once part of a different place. One that is tied to the darker depth. I'm not sure if you remember them, as there was a word spoke that you did not quite recall a lot. Do you remember the Shara people?
Sorry, yeah. Yes.
I was originally my complexion was as pale as a winter's kiss. My eyes unable to see, but my ears were stronger than ever. My maw was sharp and primal. But the times for the Shari have grown much more difficult. The people to the north are claiming everything that is different. There is a darkness that isn't.
To the north are ones that need to be reclaimed by nature.
There is a wrongness there that's firmly securing its hold, and it is spreading. I do not know what happened to the Shari people up there, but
Nothing good if that is where they are from.
it's difficult to say, but the north is a blight that is. Light does not touch that place anymore. Literally covered with a thick, poisonous gloom in the air.
That is where I believe the Moon Cursed is from.
then no surprise that she does not wish to entwine herself with her own nature.
No.
I do warn, if you ever do travel to the north, hide everything that makes you different. That is what they are eager for. At least from what I have heard from Akin.
It's not difficult from the likes of I.
True, but I do know there are ways of hiding things. Usually to trick one's eyes. Usually it's not truly concealed.
But still,
But
even
with
when
that,
I
sorry?
travel to such places, it will not be a kinder journey for I or those around.
Let's hope it's not when you have to take any time.
Nothing no ferry.
That'd be no fair. And while this was happening,
Mm-hmm.
and the group that are still exploring, please make me your investigation rolls. I still have one to give for Tavian, because I believe he just went into a building. Pick your building as I reveal more of the map. Give me your rolls. I'll be in Pale. Samuel, if you're interested.
I'll do that.
Alexandria. Okay. Well, as Tavian has been waiting on this roll for a while.
Yeah, just a while. It's alright. Time is an illusion.
So you step into this abode and see fragments of what was once dresses, worn by time to eroded to bare fiber. There's cobwebs lingering around that have hints of wildlife that are crawling in this space. Pieces of glass that have been worn and cracked with time. This was likely a place that made dresses and helped for the more higher standard. But a lot of it is simply faded, broken down. All but one small bag that you find that has a collection of jade beads that still hold a pleasant, glistening shine to them.
I'm going to pick up and inspect the bag and see if there's anything in it.
As said, you pick it up and there is jade beads glistening inside of them. Looking through, doesn't seem to be anything else hidden inside of it besides the beads themselves.
Yeah, taking a look. Because jade is a pretty rare-ish thing that can be sold for quite a bit, but I don't know if I'd be selling the jade. I might use it for something. Yeah, I'm just gonna dig around inside the jade for a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking over them, they are beads, so it would be pretty easy to thread them into something. And while you were doing that, Impale goes there, and Alexandra goes there. Where did Alexandra... Which of these homes is Alexandra going in with Swimmer?
That one.
The blue
Which one?
That one.
You gotta... Oh, the blue one.
Sure.
I think they're just saying that one, they don't care.
Really don't.
That
With-
one, way too random direction.
Yeah.
So that one...
Fucking hell.
You step into a building that was once a toy shop. You see a wide selection of little trinkets, little toys set up, dolls that have withered away with their bead eyes. And this is not the music I thought it was. I mean, that wasn't what I wanted.
Too late, go with it.
Why did they always have to make them so creepy back then? Looking at the dolls.
Looking around, you can see nutcrackers with their jaws hanging open. Wide selection of different individual toys. Some you've never even seen before. They're worn with time and eaten away by it. Okay, where is it? I had a music I wanted for this. Is it? Yes. Here we go. You start looking around. And as you do, slowly, a sound of a music box begins to play around you. And your eyes fall upon what looks to be a frog. A ivory statue of a frog with glistening pink coral eyes, with its mouth open and the music playing, and this is not the one I wanted.
I was about to say, this is terrifying me, Gary.
This is the best music you could
I
have
was
for
sitting there
Julie.
going like, what the fuck's wrong with this frog?
It was the beginning was what I wanted, then it became something else entirely. I'm like, holy shit.
Like, oh my god. You want to give us nightmares? Good job.
No, I'm kind of here for it. Fucking the ghost of a young woman appears before you. Oh shit!
There we go.
This is still pretty fucking creepy.
Yeah, it was meant to be a little bit, but not straight up. I'm dealing with the horror.
Like, I'm dealing with, like, what's wrong with this?
Straight into Chucky and Friends.
I know, that's like... but yes. The music begins playing by itself as the mouth of the frog opens up.
Yeah, I don't like this. I wonder if Tavian will be okay if I burn this place down. No, you would get upset because me. Also,
Tavian walks into the room.
milk.
Burn this bitch down to the ground, fucking creepy ass motherfucking dog. Just like, oh, Tavian wouldn't want this
Fuck off,
place.
you're in your own jeweler. Go away.
Yep, nope, you good.
And as you're looking around and saying that, someone's like, just speaks up, I don't think anything is that. And before they could finish, the door behind you slams shut.
Nope. Alexandra is going to fucking full on charge the door.
Okay, make a strength check.
I don't have any inspiration to give you.
That's about it.
Oh. Alexander's fight or flight response.
You feel a strength to the door that you weren't expecting, but your sheer will to get the fuck out of there causes the hinges themselves to creak and just go off the frame. Now, looking at this door, this is a feeble, eroded door. There's literally holes through it. It should not have been able to support your strength. But it did. But you are out. Free of this place, and Swimmer steps behind you. The music fading.
Fucking ghost. Alexandra just yells out, fucking ghost.
I'm just sticking my head out the window. What did I do?
Not you, haunted goddamn toy short shot.
Oh, that sounds creepy as shit.
Yeah, anyone got any alchemist fire?
I mean, I got one of these fucking explodey balls of doom.
Yeah, save that for something less. Let's just not go in there, eh?
Yeah, let's not.
It's like a frog music box thing. Started playing and the door shut. Swimmer, are you possessed?
I don't think so.
Close enough. How many fingers am I holding up? She doesn't put up any hands.
Your hand hasn't moved, I can't tell.
Okay. Good enough.
Can we just move on? This is starting to get kind of depressing for me. Like,
And do you want to go in the haunted? Do you want to go in there?
Could you make a perception check for me, Tavian, as you just say you want to go and step to the side?
10.
Have advantage for this.
I don't like that you're giving me advantage, but okay. 10.
Damn.
Dude,
Okay.
I got a +0.
One of these buildings looks very familiar to you, but you're not sure why.
Oh, fuck. Now you know I gotta go look at it. Alright. Damn it. You say that, like, I want to get out of here, and then you see Tavian's eyes just glint and start walking in a direction. GM, guide me.
Okay, it's this building here.
Is he possessed by a ghost?
Straight
Okay, whatever.
across from the toy store.
The fuck?
You
Should we go-
climb up the stairs, guided by this strange feeling of familiarity.
Oh, this is gonna be really fucked up, isn't it?
It's the orphanage you grew up in.
He didn't grow up in an orphanage. He had 2 loving parents that McFucking ate shit and died.
It's the orphanage that you grew up in.
So what I'm hearing is that I get to meet Tavian's parents first.
It's a high poss.
Yikes!
I fucking hope not. If I go in here and my dad's in here, fucking, I'm all
Smite
in,
his
got it.
ass.
I'm all in. No. I'll get to listen to him complain about his god being dead. How familiar is this building?
As you look at it, it feels even more familiar, but there's a strange feeling like you're not sure why.
God, I hate
You
this.
enter.
I open the door. Just, might need somebody to follow up on me.
You open the door and step within. Look around. As you do, your mind feels like it's twitching. See a replica, or at least the exact same look of the room where everything ended. This place began. You glance over to the window on the second floor you're in. It's not broken. You didn't jump through this window, but you feel like you did as you look around.
Oh.
I didn't
See-
jump out that window. I threw somebody out that window.
Well, you know what I meant.
Yeah, just, I need somebody to follow me so I don't do something stupid.
I was going to see a thumbs up.
Just gives me a thumbs up.
Yep.
Also, some people need to check this road where they.
Oh boy.
But yes, feel free to step in.
Uh, uh, mm.
Fucking.
You step inside, and it really does feel familiar. There's that eerie chill down your spine where everything ended, but this is that room. This is your friend home at that time. You see the artwork on the walls that they've gotten. It's poor. It's not the best. It's definitely worn with time, but it's there. It shouldn't be there. The building collapsed. That would have been destroyed, but it's there. The
Yeah.
fireplace. There's burnt out logs have just turned to coal sat there. Looking around more and more, you realize this is familiar. You know this room.
Helped
You know the
build it.
stonework. You see a rather crude little image that your friend etched there when you were grumbling to them, saying like, "This is what your work is worth," and they made that little image. It's there, carved into the stone.
How dare you make the dick joke? And just run my hand across it. This isn't right. This is not right. I think his heart's beating a mile a minute. Of course.
Hey,
Fucking
Tavian.
4.
Tavian.
Give me a minute. I gotta see what the GM's typing to me before I respond. Oh boy.
You just feel like you're there once again, looking at everything.
Tavian, reality check.
No, I'm still here. Look at Alexander.
Right.
What do they look like?
Alexandra looks as Alexandra.
Your hand is still on the penis.
Move my hand off of the wall. And it's just becoming more and more, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Just start, I start to walk downstairs. If it's available for me to walk down.
You step out of the building,
Mhm.
the door slowly closing behind you. You don't notice it.
Alexander's there with me.
Yep, they do, however, notice it. While all of this happening in Pale, what are you doing?
Okay, I guess I don't notice
Honestly,
it.
I'm just wandering about, taking a look at things, possibly picking up things to give Tavian. Being like, hey, if it's cool, give it and they'll see.
Would you
Basically
have
just killing time.
Would you have stepped into the toy store?
Is that where everybody went into?
No, we went into this.
Nope.
We went into this one up here.
Oh, I'll go to the toy store then.
Oh.
Okay.
The one
You
that
s-
Alexandra yelled out ghosts and exited it in.
Yeah, but she wasn't there just for that. She was a distance away.
Oh.
So you step inside. You see the dolls.
The door
You
seems
see.
to be busted down.
You do see a door that's no longer busted down. That's set into the wall as you open it and walk on through.
Okay.
You see a frog just sat on what used to be a counter as its mouth slowly opens up and a melody plays out, slowly filling your ears. A familiar melody. A childhood melody that connects to something you've heard quite a few times before.
I will approach to investigate it out of curiosity.
You step forward, listening to the music playing, listening to that childhood warning of you. You remember it briefly when you met your sister not too long ago as they tested your memory. It flows over. You feel a warmth in your back. Feel a warmth in its presence. It feels welcoming. Then you shake it off. A small chill dancing along your spine as you do. You glance back and the door is closed.
Probably will look down to the thing that made that chill, which is the toy. Is it still going, or are there other toys doing the same thing?
Make a perception check.
Alright. Let's do it. I'm great at these.
So you glance around and realize that some of the toys have indeed shifted. The Nutcracker had its mouth open, is now closed, is now sitting upright. Some of the dolls that were hanging on hooks are now sat on a shelf, no longer dangling, as you were listening and focusing on the music, but things are subtly shifting.
Pulls out the spyglass. I always have to roleplay it that, I have to take off the mask to really fully see through it, So
I get
pops
you.
off the mask and then looks through the spyglass in the area.
Another perception check for me.
Hopefully I get something, because it's basically, I look into the ethereal.
Oh, you would have had advantage of because you're using the item for this as well.
I just wanted to mention that because it specifically is like, oh yeah, I'm looking to see what's in the ethereal, messing around with things. Well, it doesn't matter.
Well, you would catch a glimpse of it, as it seems it's trying to stay out of your view. Small, it's young. Briefly see a hint of what looks to be a child before they're ducking out of sight.
They'll put the spyglass away, put the mask back on, do a small crouch down as they pull out the horn of leaves. And then, well, actually, sorry, I meant the other way. I'm going to keep the spyglass out so I can see what's going on. So no mask. Sorry, my brain was going weird. And I'm gonna, as I have my face exposed and the spyglass out, I'm gonna use the horn of leaves because I'm thinking whether it's a dead child or a living child, curiosity will catch them once they see something strange, which is the horn of leaves that makes just the weirdest ass noise.
That's true, that's true. So you do it, you trigger that horn. Let me just double check to see what it does. My brain's not triggering. Where did I put that? Oh wait, it was a trinket, right? Wasn't it?
It just made weird, funny noises, and
Yeah, the noise goes out. It fills this space. Navi, Tavian, you'd hear the sound of this weird little horn mixing into your ears for a moment. And as you expect, the weird noise would cause this entity to reveal itself. It is indeed a small, ghostly child. Red hair see-through as it peeks up, freckled cheek, eyes that glint with mischief as they look down to the horn.
No one will hear this part, but basically, they will simply say, "Would you like to play with this? It seems like you have a lot of toys."
They seem to realize you're looking directly at them. There's a widening of their eyes, their mouth opens as if they're trying to speak, but no words come out. In the end, they just nod their head.
Tell me where you'd like me to put it, and I will put it where it is, and then we'll play a game of. Well, if there's a way you could talk to me, we could chat a bit.
Seem to glance around this open space where all the toys are set up and focus back on you once more. As they pick up one of the dolls and pulls a string behind it. The doll would make a noise, just saying, "Play with me." That noise from one of the string-up dolls that people are very familiar with. I can't produce with my vocals.
I would like to pause right here, very specifically to tell Gary to go fuck himself, because I only have 2 irrational fears, and fucking dolls is one of them.
Get fucked.
Hey, that D100 rolled this, guys.
How dare you?
So the doll voices that play with me, it slightly echoes throughout this space, tickling senses. But with that done, the child will effectively try to play with you, Impale. The dolls will float up one by one, joining, moving, rocking, jaws clacking.
And I will play with the child.
While that is going on, and I'll move you into the room that is going on. Tavian. Actually, Navi and Sammy, what are you guys doing? Real quick.
I'm just having a nice conversation with somebody that, reminds Navi of who she once was.
Very true. Samuel, are you still awake?
Day EP. It is midnight.
Yep. I thought they might have fallen asleep, but I was checking.
Yep.
Oh boy.
They dead.
They dead for real, for real.
For real, for real. But yes. So Samuel is napping.
Cannon.
So we'll jump back over to Tavian.
Alright. So the door shuts behind me. I don't see it.
You don't. But Alexandra does. So does Swimmer. So you guys can take that however you would like.
You saw that he definitely didn't fucking close it.
Close what?
The door closed behind me as I went to the downstairs area, and you and Swimmer just kind of watched it happen.
Huh.
He didn't touch the door.
Just gonna turn to Swimmer and just like do the rock paper scissors.
Okay, let's roll a d6. The higher number wins.
That, or you could both type rock or paper or scissor in the chat, and I say go, and
I
both of you
prefer
hit
the
enter.
D6
Aw,
because I don't want to go.
fair enough.
It's easier to do this one, I bet. Okay, well, Swimmer wins. Well, okay, I guess we roll.
Reroll, because
No,
you both.
We both,
well,
we both
neither
end
of
up on
you.
rock.
No, you both make a hand symbol that's not even a part of rock paper scissors. Planning to be like, yeah, this trumps everything, and you wind up making the same strange symbol.
Yep. Both made the gun symbol. Okay, let's see. Ah, damn it.
Well,
Swimmer reluctantly walks over to the door and tries to open it. And it doesn't open. It rattles. As if it's been locked.
Cowabunga it is.
She pulls out her warhammer and shield.
Time for violence.
I mean, hey man, it's a barbarian. Yeah, it's a barbarian and a paladin. What did you expect?
Yep. Swimmer will put their
Alexandra is just
knuckles
going
on.
to say, oh no, oh no, oh no, and Kool-Aid Man her way through the door.
Make that strength check again.
I'm gonna use... It's not worth it. I'll take the 11.
Okay. You run against the door. Surprisingly, it does give way. It crumples like rotten wood, allowing you through as you step into an open space. Barren walls that have slightly sunk into the stone. A rotten floor that slightly leads to the space below it. This was not the room you were just in.
Oh no. Is there any other way out of this? Is there a Tavian in that room?
You'll glance around. Tavian isn't here. He was going down the stairs.
Isn't that the door I smashed through?
Yep. I see where
Where
this
the
is.
Stairwell down.
Sorry, I think I've gotten confused, so a little bit here.
I'd like to go to Tavian.
Okay, you head back outside and start moving down the stairs to try and find him. He's not down the stairs. You glance around, you don't see him.
Yep. You can't go where I am. Is the key thing here. I kind of know what's going on now. A little bit.
Well,
Who's gonna go tell Impale that Tavian got fucking kidnapped?
whatever ghost took him, better give him back, or else I'm gonna start burning down buildings.
Yes, intimidate the ghost. That'll work.
What do we do exactly here? I'm pretty sure we should tell the others, right? Or do we just do the whole fire approach you talked about before?
We should probably tell the others and gather everyone up, because splitting up like this was probably a dumb idea.
That's true. think I saw in Pale earlier. They were looking at the buildings. I'll check the different buildings, see if they walked into one of them.
We should stick together, darling.
Oh, sorry. I'm panicking a little bit.
Never split the party.
I'm still getting used to being part of a party.
That's fair. And apparently Tavian was too, and that's why he got himself fucking kidnapped.
You guys were there with me.
We were.
Yeah. You went downstairs. You two didn't meet.
I assumed you'd follow.
I thought I was too, but then other things started happening immediately.
Yeah, you're
But
not
the
wrong.
door was basically closed in your face while you were about to follow.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Can't wait to see what's going on on my end. Oh boy.
So, they'll start trying to gather up the rest of the group. Now, do we want to do this right now, or are people tired and want to leave this for next session?
Some peeps are asleep, my guy.
Yeah, I know.
Samuel's
One person's
passed
literally asleep.
out. I don't want to leave on a cliffhanger of
Too bad.
where the fuck am I?
Too bad, my guy.
Tough nuts. My knee has been locking up. That's why I wanted to lay down.
But while the others are starting to move around to gather the group, we'll have a quick brush over to Tavian. You walk down the stairs and find yourself in a welcoming room. You see your forge.
Yeah, that's red flags because that was nowhere near the fucking main room. Oh.
It's welcoming, it's there in its full working order. You see your old hammers, your tools set on the anvil. The fire hasn't been lit, but there's shards of the material to work with to forge something truly. It's a little bit dark outside through the window, but everything is just so welcoming. And that's where we'll leave off.
Alright, fair enough.
Get back, you skunky bitch.
Damn it. Alright, I guess I'll just go ahead and stop the recording.